Hello and welcome back to the channel. So this morning I let the dogs out to go to the bathroom, and as soon as they came back in, the sky opened up and here comes all the rain. And I don't mean a little rain, I mean like it was a lot of rain. It was like somebody just took a bucket and turned it upside down, and it lasted about 2 hours maybe. And the funny thing, it's supposed to keep raining the rest of the day. So I was like, all this rain so quick, whoa, what's that gonna do? Well, here we go again. Let me flip this thing around and show you what's going on. It's flooded again. In just 2 hours worth of rain, it's already flooding our area, and I am in Hang Dong area near Kad Pharang, if you're familiar with this part. And it's going to get deeper. Right now it's only about, it's up to my ankle, but it's going to get deeper. This is the main drag. This is the main road to get to the subdivision. So this is not like some little side road. This one we are on is, but I'm talking about the one up there where the intersection is. So nobody lives in this house, but you can see where the water goes straight into their driveway and all the way up to the front door. That would be a little concerning if you were renting that house and the first 2 hours of rain, this happens and goes all the way up to your house. I see we got people fishing in the creek again. I noticed that anytime it rains a lot, everyone wants to fish, so that must be a good time for their nets to catch fish. All right, so here's how deep it is now. It's about that deep. I'd say about maybe 10 inches. And here we are on what is the main road to the subdivisions. It's not looking good. Now the river, I can hear it flowing over the side, which is probably why this part looks so bad. It's right next to a river, you can't see it. And you can see the mud where they just dug out some more of the trench there to make it deeper, but I don't think that helped much. So here is where the river, or excuse me, river, well, I guess you could call it that, but there is one right there, and it's flooded and going over the side, so that really isn't helping anything. And I noticed that there's a police officer coming down the road right now in his truck. So anyway, let's come over here and take a look at where the river is overflowing. But it just cracks me up because they just came and made this deeper like 1 week ago to avoid something like this. So what does it do? It fills up in 2 hours and then overflows. It didn't even do this before they cleaned it up. You can see here where they took out the mud and put it over on this side. Yep. This isn't going to work. And all that. Look how much is flowing into the roads. And again, I'm going to just reiterate, this is 2 hours worth of rain, and the forecast has more rain coming later on. So this isn't the end of it by any small margin. Here's a nice shot. I'm up here on the top of the curb, which is about a good 1.5 feet tall. And this must be the deepest part because it's already coming up to the top. Now this is July. This is rainy season, but this much rain in such a little amount of time is not normal. So don't think if you move to Thailand during the rainy season that it just rains every day during the rainy season. That's not the case whatsoever. It just means this is the time of year that there's more rain and there's a chance of rain, but this is just ridiculous. Let's see. Sawadee Cup. So this is the area of the little canal, ditch, river, whatever you want to call it, And when it gets overflowing, this is the area that everyone likes to fish in. They just painted that bridge white again like a week ago. Usually everyone uses nets, but this guy's actually using a pole and fishing line. So as you can see what they do, they got these nets and they're on a long stick. So they just place it down, wait, hope that fish go over it, and then pull it right back up again. So the cup. This will give you another idea of how deep it is here. Normally this is about 2 to 3 feet deep. Now it's just flooded all the way to the top and trying to get underneath this bridge, but of course it's having some issues with all the debris that's blocking it up, so I'm sure that's not helping things either. And like I said, this is just 2 hours worth. We got more coming later. I gotta say though, even though it's the rainy season, there's lots of rain, this is still my favorite time of the year here in Thailand. I love going to sleep at night and hearing the storms come in with that little rumble of thunder in the background, the flashes of lightning. It just puts me right to sleep, so I actually love it. And it's not as hot, and our energy bill goes down because we don't have to keep the air conditioner on as long, and it gets cooler faster. All those things are a plus. So if any of you are looking to move to Thailand, don't let this scene scare you with the flooding water. This isn't everywhere. This is just in certain areas that's a little bit low-lying than other areas. If there is a part of Thailand that you're looking at moving, obviously research it, and I would definitely get a realtor when you find either well, if you're going to get a house. If you're going to get a condo, you're so far up, it may not matter, but you keep your vehicle on the first floor, so if there is flooding, your motorcycle or your car could get damaged. Using a realtor, they'll be able to tell you what areas are prone to flooding and which ones aren't. And it works kind of like it does in the United States, where if you're the buyer or the renter in this case, you don't have to pay the real estate agent, the buyer does. But that's all I have for you right now. If you're new to the channel, we do almost everything Chiang Mai related or around the areas. And we try to bring you the best of the restaurants, real estate, what's going on in our lives, just anything. So feel free to subscribe if you feel inclined to, and buy us a coffee if you will. We sure would appreciate it. And until next time, Kap Kun Kap.